So we have a Pac-12 that we need to talk about. There's only two teams, but guess what we heard? We heard they slipped out and grabbed four teams from the Mountain West. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think Boise State's one of them. San Diego State's
Colorado
another
State.
one. Yeah, Fresno State, I think, was one of
Mm-hmm.
them. And now there's talk that they're trying to go after Memphis. Now
Mm-hmm.
that would be big. If you want to have another Power Five team, and you
Mm-hmm.
still have Washington State, and you have it's Washington State and Oregon
What
State,
about
right?
Oregon State? Oregon State's still in there, right? Washington State
Yep.
and Oregon State are in there right now, right? Yeah.
So that's six
Okay.
teams. That what do they need to be relevant? They need four more teams. If you had to pick four teams to be to get picked up and go into the Pac-12, can you tell me who and why? And
Pick
I'll give you
14.
one. Pick four teams. I'll give you one. I'll start with one.
Okay.
I think Texas State. Texas State could be one. And
Mm-hmm.
the reason why I say that is because State has done pretty well. It did pretty well last year. They made their first ever bowl game. They're in between Austin and San Antonio. They got a market between Austin and
Yeah.
San Antonio, so you could probably bring that in. Because Texas is known for football. And if you want to bring a team in from
Yeah,
Texas, I
Texas
think
State
that's
is
the
a
team.
they're growing. Yeah, they're going to be a threat.
Yeah, and then and my second one, and you could pick the other two, would have to be UTSA. And UTSA is not that great this year, but you're gonna bring Texas State in. You gotta bring the Rose State rivalry, the I-35 rivalry in,
Mm.
and make that look like a Texas A&M rivalry. Even though it's not as big, you can build on that. You can have
Right.
something with that. So yeah, every conference needs that one big rivalry, and I think that could be it. So if you have two other teams that you want to choose from, who would it be?
The thing
I mean, you
is
got.
like, huh?
I mean, do you think Memphis?
Yeah, but Memphis is not on the Pacific.
It doesn't matter if you're in the Pacific. Hey, they're picking Texas. They're not in Texas State. They're not in the
It's a little
Pacific.
bit
You're
in that area.
if they have six teams and they need four more teams
Yeah,
and
I
they
like
want to
Memphis.
be
I didn't know
close.
Memphis was on the table for picking since they're already in talks or whatever. But yeah, Memphis would be perfect. Another one would be maybe like a Louisiana or a Alabama, like a UAB or
UAB.
South Alabama maybe. Um, one of those or one of those Louisianas like Louisiana Monroe. Um,
Hmm.
maybe that's kind of what my mind goes to. Maybe they. What about like a Wyoming?
Wyoming. They're known to do things, but I think you want to get because you have six teams that are going to be all close to each other. And you
Yeah.
only get six teams that are going to be close to each other, and that way you can have a split between East
Well,
and
they're not
West.
really doing that. USC and UCLA changed that whole close together thing.
Hmm. But by picking those teams, do you see the Pac-12 being relevant again if they have the right teams?
I just see them as a slightly lesser Big 12.
Slightly less than Big 12? And do you think they have a run to be have like maybe one or two top 25 teams because of that?
Well, yeah, if there's somebody undefeated, they're going to be in the top 25.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about two of them. Two teams, because if you're relevant, you have two teams that are going to be at least in the top 25, and that can take a
Yeah.
chance to get
I mean,
because you got
Washington State and Oregon State, uh, they have potential if once they finish adding teams to that conference, Washington State and Oregon State, they have potential to kind of build. Um, if Texas State goes there and Memphis, they both also, uh, I think they have a lot of promise as well to build on their
mhm.
programs. So
You know
we'll
what
just have to
one
see.
Well, there is one wild card team that's not a part of a conference that's like has a history of having great teams,
Mm.
and we just talked about Notre Dame.
I was gonna say that, but then I remembered that they also have like a Big Ten contract.
They do, but everybody gets out of it. I thought it was
I
not
don't
big.
think they're
I
gonna
thought it
get
was.
out of the Big Ten contract, not to go
I,
to this up and coming Pac-12.
I thought it was the ACC that had a contract with,
Was it ACC or Big Ten? I don't remember.
but that's for basketball.
I know, but if they have any type of contract with one of those, I think they're sticking with it. I don't think they're going to go. But I was thinking the same. I mean, maybe anything's possible, but I was about to say Notre Dame, and then I remember that. I couldn't remember if it was the Big Ten or ACC. But yeah, that's not for football. That's for other sports.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
but
think that they would have a different conference for football only. I could see the
I
whole
think
independent thing kind of makes sense, but I don't think they would be in a separate conference for football.
now realistically, I don't see them ever being at a conference because they like the deal they have right now. They
Yeah.
have that name brand deal that the Longhorns have when they were in the Big 12, the Longhorn
Yeah.
Network. They have that by going to a ACC, by going to no, actually, this might get them into the Pac-12. By going to
Yeah.
ACC or the Big Ten, they can't use that brand. But if they go somewhere like the rebuilding of the Pac-12, they actually have leverage to keep that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually do see them going in. Be it well,
I don't
it's
know.
a stretch, but I think they have a better chance of doing it.
I see what you're saying. I just don't think that the Pac-12 with those teams that we've listed is going to be enough to pull their interest. Now, if
Mhm.
this was like maybe the Big 12, I don't think that even the Big 12 would peak it. And like here's the thing, the Big 12 is there's a drop between the SEC, Big 10, the ACC and Big 12. Like those teams or those conferences are not even close. It's two
Mhm.
and then it's everybody else. And the ACC and the Big 12 are already way behind the Big 10 and the SEC. This is behind them. This Pac 12, this new Pac 12 is behind these two, the ACC and
Mhm.
the. So there was already a big drop off. I just don't see why Notre Dame would be interested in something that's so far behind.
Yeah. All right. Let me ask
So
you this one more question. Let me ask you
ask
this one more
away.
question. Do you see do you see the potential of Notre Dame eventually bringing football into a conference?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, ACC or Big Ten, it could happen. I don't think they would settle for less, though.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
mean, I'm just gonna stick with that. I don't know why they would downgrade
Yeah.
whenever in their other
Well,
sports they're already in one of those, and I cannot remember. Let's just figure it out real quick. Uh,
Fighting Irish.
no,
Oh, by the way, I was looking at their school to get into their school. The average GPA is a 3.75 just to get accepted. That's crazy.
mm-hmm.
That's a transfer. That's being transferred in. But no.
ACC.
Yeah,
So it's
that's what I thought. ACC.
all but football. It's the ACC. So
Mhm.
you were right. I thought it was Big Ten, but
Yeah.
it's ACC. So
Yeah. Pick Tim would make sure they got in the whole way because they want to compete with the SEC. And I think that would have been a smarter move to have the Big Ten in there. I mean, no, Notre Dame in the Big Ten
yeah,
over some other schools like USC because they're further away.
yeah. All right. Well, you ready to close this thing down, Derek?
Yep.
Yeah. All
Yep.
right. Well, thank you guys. We just want to let you know that we really appreciate if you got this far in the videos to please throw a like on our videos, comment, subscribe to our channel. We'd love to engage with you guys. We'd love to see comments about our hot takes. And please hit that notification bell that lets you know whenever one of our videos comes back. And put a horns down in the comments for Derek. He really appreciates
No,
those.
no, no.
But anyway, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Derek, would you like to add anything?
I'm gonna say, welcome. We're coming for the Razorbacks. Oh, wait. I like to call them the piglets. So we're coming for the piglets. You know, Bevo made the dog from Georgia look like a wimp. We're gonna make a piglet look like a cookout. Yum 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 yum. I love that
Just
pork
like
ribs,
last time.
baby.
Just last time
Mm-hmm.
Texas went up to Fayetteville.
Hey, you know what? Yours wasn't there, and we
Uh-huh.
did have Arch Manny.
All right. With that being said, horns down. Thank you guys for watching.